Yes. Yeah. Wait, I'm seeing that.
Okay.
It's a typewriter P. Do you see that? Class typewriter
Oh
tag
yeah,
P.
yeah, yeah. So there is typing as the animation,
Yes.
right? Okay. So let me look at.
Using steps. Basically, it's not typing. It is just one is showing off, and the cursor is
Mhm.
also showing along with it.
Steps. Okay. So what does steps do? Okay, 40 times it's gonna do that. And then blinking caret is always there. So typing is the thing that we need to do. So width 0 to width 100%. Okay, cool. Blink caret is just doing this. Okay. Hey, nice attempt,
Blink
man. Really, really nice attempt.
blink caret is going to the end of the page for 100% width. So I was not able to fix that.
Yeah, you should not use 100% anyway because of this particular thing. But still, it should actually work. Um, hmm. Okay, I'll have a look into it. So blink caret, what exactly did you do here? So it is the border color, right? So did you give inline block as the display? Yeah, you have given. So you're doing a width as 0 to 100%. That is the problem, bro. So maybe you can make it as width as auto. I'm not sure whether width auto will work, but let's try. Or what you can do is put another element on top of this. Okay, that you can give as display inline block. For example, if you give a div and give a display inline block. Okay, now it should work. So this is already going like this, right? So if I remove the animation and start the animation, look at this. Boom, that's fixed.
Cool. So div display inline block.
Just add a div with the display inline block that should actually fix it. But you might need to change the animation path and stuff like that.
Speed.
For some reason, it is not animating as fast as before. Look at this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that alone,
Yeah.
just have a look at it, and I guess that should fix it. Yeah, so that is fixing the last part. Okay, the next thing is by Arunima Agarwal. She's asking whether if I can do the social media thing. Okay, so if we go to GitHub, let's go to the repositories. Just give me 1 second. Something is actually screwing up the whole thing. 67 degrees off. Just give me a second. Zoom. Okay. So here, if you see this particular commit, social icons, it is very simple. What I did was I just created the I class FAFA Facebook. Okay. So if you go to font awesome 4 and then check the icons, here are all the icons. Okay, so if you open some kind of an icon, it automatically says you this is what you need to use. Okay, so I class fa hyphen address hyphen book, so that will give you this particular icon displayed there. Okay, so this is what you need to use, as simple as that. And what I did here is I created a div class called socials, and for the socials I just gave some padding and other things, and the links I gave some kind of like displays and other things. And the main thing which I gave is the hover effect. So I did a transition for all the transitions. I am using linear transition effect. And here I gave a transform scale as 1, and here transform scale as 1.5, which is going to make it like 1.5 times bigger. That's it. That's all I have done. So that's about the animations, the social animation. Okay, right. Next question. Pratham Jaiswal, you didn't miss anything. You are there from the first time when I'm here, so that's not a problem. While trying mine, I was wondering if Pranav, while trying mine, I was wondering if there was any way to include images from a local source instead, because IMG UR is not working for me. In that case, you can just add a local image and then add it, attach it to the GitHub page as well, right? That is possible. So in a quick sense, what we can do is, see, IMG UR is not the only image hosting thing. You can even host it with LinkedIn or something like that. Okay. So if you go to image, I mean, why even you need those things? Just add an image along with this index.html and then add the image directly. As simple as that. Okay, so sorry, just 1 minute. So what you can do here is, let me open this Hack Club repository, and what I can tell is, like for example, if you see this particular stuff, um, let's change this whole stuff. Okay. So instead of using imgur, what I can do is I can open this file here. Okay. And then if I do an open dot, right, I'm here, right? So what I can do is I can just put this over here. Okay. And make it as like banner. See, it's 2.3 MB. I don't want to use it on my computer. That's the reason I didn't add this. So instead of using the img src like this, I can put banner.png and then save. I see I'm added the banner locally. That's it, done. As simple as that. Okay. Um, we can even add videos to this. I would prefer using YouTube videos for that. If you want to use videos, you can use a video tag, like, video tag, and then it has a src. So if you have an mp4 file or something like that, you can use that. So if you look at this one again and refresh it, this is going to come from the, okay, sorry, this is take some time to do the get the tick. Yes, once the tick is there, if we refresh this, it's going to come from the banner.png, which is there in the same folder. Okay, Vetri, I hope this, sorry, Pranav, I hope this is understandable. Okay, let's go to Vetri's portfolio. Hey, super, looks really nice. Colors are changed and this is looking good. All these things look nice. Nice, man. This is really good. Chinmay asks, did you check the issues? No, not yet. Oh, wow. Awesome. So creating an appointment section, I guess I already did this, right? See, when you're telling like this is limited to the front end part, we haven't talked anything about the back end in this particular stuff. Maybe when we are trying to do a back end stuff, maybe we can think about this. Animations. Let's see. Scroll down animations and date time call 3 looks blocks the date. So I increase to 4. Call 3 blocks the data. I couldn't see it as blocking the date. Oh, if you see this way, no, it doesn't. Can you give me a screenshot or something? Whoever
No,
added this.
Praveen, when you apply the dates, if you click some date, it will show. But
Okay.
in I saw in my computer like when I click some dates, the date only it was behind that bar. So I think like it will be anything
What browser are you using?
Chrome only, Chrome only.
Chrome only like this. No idea, bro. If you could send a screenshot, maybe we can look into it in a
So then
in
only in my portfolio I increased it. That Vetri Ashwath is me.
yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
increased
like
that.
this you did.
I
See, this is
increased that.
this is the problem that you get. So make sure if you increase this, you need to decrease this as well. Okay.
Okay.
This
I
high
also
picture is
added
nice, man.
every links for that social media also. If you click it,
Yeah, yeah, it works. Yes, yes, yes. All these links are perfect.
and I added
Nice.
Instagram icons.
Yeah, good, good, good. Looks nice. So what all icons that are there here? Okay, these are like the ones which I had. Okay, that's fine. Super. So that looks nice, Vetri. Uh, okay, so other issues. Animation, scroll down animation. This is what you said. Yes, okay.
I
Portfolio
saw in your
resume
page
form.
like on dot is coming in your page. In your
Where?
page, Praveen dot science. You
Okay,
have
Praveen.science will go.
an animation at the bottom of the photo, like something like
1 second.
yeah.
This one, right?
Yes.
So if you click on that, it just goes to this page.
Ah,
That's it. Okay, you
that's
want to implement this kind of an
ah
animation. Okay, okay, okay. So for this, it is actually pretty easy. So, but before that, let's see what is this thing. This is actually a CSS animation again. Okay. So this one is like after with a small animation here, like using there is an animation called scroll for 1.5 seconds, and it is going to go for infinite amount of times. Okay, and it also uses a cubic bezier. Okay, let's create this one. And there is, and here it is, I'm using animate JS as well. So what happens is when it has loaded for the first time, it's gonna bounce it like those kind of things, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'll try to include that part. So what we can do is we'll just copy it from here. Okay, so we don't need this whole thing. See, go down is enough, go down is alone enough. So what I would do is I'll just go into the code, search for go down. Yeah, I'm using wow animations, so that we can't use it here because we don't have the thing added. So inside the section, I'm just gonna put this one, and then let's remove these wow and other things and save this one. Okay, so at this point of time, definitely it won't work. And if you go here to this part, look what is happening here. Okay, so there is something called as about me, and this particular section ID about is here. Okay, so for all these sections I want to put as overflow hidden so that it works fine. So this section has like a um like some space, and this is here. Okay, so I thought it should come and stop at this place. So let's see how it goes. So here is about me, right? So about means if I put hash about, it will come here. So this needs to come here. So that's what will happen. So what I need to do now is I need to do something like a small animation. Okay, hash about is perfectly fine. So if I refresh this page, you couldn't see this part because it is not visible at the moment. So what we will do here is let's try to create this particular mouse thing. Okay, so first thing is on the style part for mouse, what I want to do is I want to have a rectangle thing. Okay, so display inline block I'll put, then I'll give like width as 30, height as 60, like 1:2, and then let me give a border 2px solid white border. And then if I refresh this one, I should be seeing something somewhere. Couldn't see anything. Okay, sorry, I should be using localhost. Right. Okay. So if I see this, definitely I won't be able to find it out again. So let's see, the go down is actually on the top. Okay. And after, okay, after is okay. And ahref is here, but I can't find anything. So what we will do is for dot go down, and then we'll add this one to this as well. Let's do text align center and then position relative. And if I save this alone, it might be visible to an extent. No, yeah, it is visible. Okay, so if I give a z index of 10 or something like that, it might be visible very nicely. Perfect. Now instead of using position relative, I'm going to use position absolute and give a bottom of 10 pixels. Okay, so it is going to come to the bottom and I want it to be having the full width. So left is 0, right is 0, I'm going to give. So if I do this, it's going to come here. Okay, to an extent we have got this one done. So instead of height, we can actually reduce the height to 50 or something so that it looks a bit smaller. And one thing which I want is I want the border radius to be something like 10 pixels or something like this. So if I save it, 10 pixels is small. Let's try 15. Yeah, that actually got that feel, right? Like a mouse feel. So if I click on this right now, it's just going to go to the about page. But at the same time, this is going to mess with the fixed nav bar. So that is also there. So before coming back to that, let's try to do something on the mouse part. Should we also include this animation that we did here? Do you want this animation as well? Or shall we continue with other things? Because we have a lot of things to discuss, right? So
Okay,
that's
we can
okay.
skip that.
We'll leave the animation for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an after class and then make it as like a content. This one display block, pusa, 100% because it needs to be a small thing. So width 1, height 1, border 1px solid hash fff. So let's see how this works actually. So if I refresh this, it does show it as a small dot. So if I give border 5 pixels or something like that, we could see that that's a small thing. Like, okay, let's make it as 3px. 4, right? Super. So what I'm going to do is left, I'll just put 50p. And margin left I'll give -2 because it is 4 pixels. 50 pixels and -2 should actually make it go left 2 pixels. Let's try like -4 pixels itself. Yeah, for some reason this is a border 4px, right? So obviously I need to move 4px left. Great. Okay, and then for the top now we'll just put 10 pixels and then it's gonna go like this. Okay, so now we have got this mouse thing done, and then instead of bottom for so where is this bottom thing? Go down, go down, go down. Bottom 10px. Maybe I can make it as 25 pixels so that it gets some space. Okay, super. The moment I click on this one, it's gonna go here. Like to this part. Actually, to be honest, if I click on this, it's gonna hide the about me page. So what I want to do is it should not hide this part. So the height of this particular element is going to be 56 pixels. So wherever it goes, it needs to go 56 pixels down. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is this particular one we can, okay, for now we have just done the um, mouse um, css mouse created. Right, now what we will be doing is we'll be using a script tag for this, because for doing the interactiveness things we will be using a script tag. So now if I go to the script, I have this particular class called go down. So if I click on this one, dollar dot go down, a dot click. It needs to, like it needs to prevent the default action of following the link. Okay, so I'm just gonna put prevent default. And if I remove this about and then click on this, it's not going to do anything. Okay, it doesn't do anything. If I press alert, hey VATNs, press enter, it's going to show this one. Okay, so it doesn't go there. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to find the href of it, the href of it. So var element, I'll just take the element itself. Element is going to be, or else I'll get like top where I need to scroll to. Okay, top is equal to, I need to find the element that is there in the href. Okay, so at the href, what is there? I've got hash about. Okay, so let's try to find out that hash about. So alert dollar this dot attr href. Okay, so if I click on this, it's going to say hash about. So if I do dollar of the whole thing, it is going to be the element which we are looking for. Okay, so if I try to look at the HTML, the content of this, I can find that this is the about content, right? The container fluid h2 about me, this is the element that we are looking for. So perfectly we have got this element. Okay, so this is the element. So what is the top of this element? Dot position dot top. That should generally be the top of the element. So alert top, we will see and look and see what exactly it comes up. 955. So we need to scroll down to 955. That is what we need to do. So for that, what we can do is I can do not 955 but 955 minus 55, because after 955 there is like you have that top bar which is 56 in the length, so we can make it as 60 actually. Okay, now we would be having like 895, which works fine. Okay, so now we have got this one. Now how would you scroll it to the correct part? So what we can do is we can do HTML comma body. This both the things need to be animated. So animate what? I want to animate the scroll top to the top value which is there. Okay, and then for how long? I want to just make sure it is quick. So 1 second I need to go there. Okay, so if I refresh this page, clicking on this, it goes there here. Since the page size is smaller, it doesn't show me the exact thing. So if I clicking on this, perfectly it lands there. So we can still more, we can make it better. So what I would do is I'll just refresh this page again. Boom, perfect. There is some good space here. Still more we can do. Let's make 70. Okay, so clicking on this, boom, scrolling animation done. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is try to put scrolling animation added for mouse. Perfect. Let's go into the next one. There seems to be some issues that's been added. Animations. I hope I did not push this, right? Good, I didn't push this. Good check. So this will fixes number 4. Okay. So once this gets merged into the master, which is if I just press the push button, in few seconds this will be closed. Let's see. Boom, that's closed. That's gone. So if we go to the pull request, someone has actually used the pull request. Okay, so this is what he said. Like I just created something on my own and created these things. This may not be a pull request. This could be just normal, 6 commits you have added, and nice. So with tree Ashwath, nice with tree. So nice one to do it. Okay, great. So Yogesh says, I got the error of configure your username and user email while committing the code. Yeah, why don't you configure it? That's it. You just need to configure it by using git config user.name. I've configured as Praveen Kumar, and user.email I've configured as praveenscience@gmail.com, something like this. Okay, so just do that. Uh, Pranavat Singh says my photo is not adjusting according to the screen size. So what is happening there? So it's again, what I would say is it's going to be a trial and error here. Okay. So even for this particular photo, I was like looking at, okay, so this person is the main person we need to like concentrate on. So I had to go to the style, and then for this, like this left and those things, I just adjusted manually, as simple as that. So that's completely fine. It might not work out, but it is fine to do a trial and error and then adjust it accordingly. Yes, Subhendu, that is the reason your Chrome was not allowing. Vetri again says, like, for making digital portfolio, can I use the code that says that's couldn't save it in the repository? Yeah. Vetri does, it's completely fine. You can use this code and yeah, use it for any purpose. That's fine. Okay, Praveen says that his background image is not fitting in the screen. Let's quickly look into it. Right. So yes, this is a problem. In this case, what you can do is you can give some top margin in case of the screen size is very small. See, look at this. Yes. So at this point of time, this image is actually 3480, and what you have given as min width and max width as this one, right? Uh, I would say since it is already bigger, I would ask you to give width and height as width as 100%. Boom. That's it. Done. Don't give height 100% and all. So just give width 100% alone, and it gets fixed. So yeah, so try something like this. Arunima, okay, Arunima has got she's not there anymore. Ansh Katar, sorry. Pratham, no, we just started. Now you can add this one. Okay. Yogesh, I answered your question. Syntax of videos I have added. Pratham Jaiswal, I don't think he is here. How to add an image beside text, which I already showed it, like adding a small kitten image. Thanks. Yeah. Ansh Katar, you don't need to tell position using CSS. That's not a good idea to do it. It's always better to use display or vertical align, something like that. So video is done. Okay. Um, Are we only answering doubts today? No, not exactly. We will be going with the questions that we already got till today, and then we will go ahead with the new questions. Akanksha says, while creating our portfolio, how do we take care of the form data reaching to us? Yeah, this is something related to the backend part. Um, Neil, how is the bandwidth? Shall we do one small session for the backend stuff? For this seems to be like one of the most asked questions. How would we get the user input and save it to ourselves? Neil, Manav, whoever is there, from Aditi, Ansh. Hey, none of you are talking,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Hello, friend. Yeah. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so a lot of people have asked this question. So while creating our portfolio, how do we take care of the data, form data reaching us? So it is something related to
Yeah,
creating a backend service that accepts the form data input, and then we will be able to get the data to ourselves. Either we can mail it to ourselves, or we can store it somewhere where only we can see the code, see the responses. So that's what I kind of like touched upon yesterday by showing my screen, logging into my website and stuff like that. So I don't think I even showed that, but yeah. So that requires a backend service running. So we can use something called Heroku or backend programming language like PHP or Python. I know PHP, so I can show you in PHP, or I know Node.js, so I can show you in Node.js. Should we have one session on that, or maybe we'll do one thing?
That only, Praveen, I was thinking that only. But as of now, I just told them let's see what we do today. And for now,
If we have today time,
yeah,
if
yeah,
there is a time today, we will
yes.
work on
Hmm.
that one. Okay. So I'm just gonna put today and type in like implement a simple backend logic to
That
store.
only I meant. If we are able to do it, well and good. Otherwise, let's just keep it to the front end only.
Yeah, sure. Main thing is like I want everyone to try it out, and there will be like loads and loads of questions coming in. So that I thought like, okay, why don't I answer all the questions? And first, as a first thing, I wanted to answer all the questions, and then we will go ahead with something else. Yeah. Right. What is GitLab? GitLab is a competitor for GitHub. It is similar to GitHub. GitLab and GitHub have their pros and cons. So if you see like GitLab versus GitHub, it is both similar. Okay. So you have a lot of things, and even in GitLab.com itself, they have given like so GitHub you have like these many things, and GitLab you have got these many things. So this is what GitHub and GitLab have. So they are similar, like it is like Pepsi and Coca-Cola for GitHub. So there are also key differences as well there. I don't know why they have actually put this image, which is funny, but still. Yeah, so there are like loads and loads of things in this. So yes, that's about GitLab and GitHub. Okay, so I'll send these links later. Yep, that is backend. I don't think he's going to teach backend now. We will try. Background size cover. No, Ansh, the Praveen has used the same kind of like image that we did. So I guess you might need to use object fit or something like that. Tarak Patel, cover Ajax. Ajax is again backend related thing. Maybe we can do something on Ajax today. So let me add that thing as well. Introduction to Ajax. Okay, so that can go first, really. Okay. Superb. Yeah, that's the same thing from Ansh as well. So Akanksha, if you can, well, good, nice portfolio. Chinmay says that my text is not responsive, sir. What can I do? Why is it not responsive? Do you want to share your screen and show me? I guess, yeah, two people are seeing like their header isn't responsive, and their Chinmay says that text isn't responsive. Starting from Chinmay and Pratham. So number one, Chinmay, do you want to share your screen and show us what is happening so that we can actually quickly look into what is the problem, and then we'll go with the other stuff. What do you say? Okay, is Chinmay still there? I don't think so. Pratham, are you there? Maybe header responsiveness, we can quickly cover it off. Okay, no response from either. So okay, we will skip those two things. So Suraj says also my slide shows photos disappear even though the display is set to block. Do you want? Okay, Suraj, do you wanna show it us? Share your screen and show it us. Anyone like Suraj? Suraj, you asked the question. We are happy to like clarify it. Okay, no worries. So he's also not there, right? So let's go on with the other one. When is the lecture with Eddie? Neil, can you answer this question?
Ouch. Just give me a second. So I think we posted it on Instagram today. It's on 16th October at 8 p.m. IST.
Hello.
So
Sorry.
Hey, Suraj.
Yeah, my network was down, so that's why I couldn't.
Okay, Suraj, will you be able to share your screen? Show what
Yes.
exactly is the problem with the slider?
Yep. One
We can
second.
actually try fixing it, and then we will go with maybe we will go with Ajax, try to fetch something, and then add something on top of it.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. I think you were saying something. You can complete that. Then I'll go ahead.
I was about to take something on Ajax, so just go on. You
Okay.
share your screen. Let's fix that up, and then we will go into Ajax. Okay.
Okay. Uh, I am not able to share my screen. Host disabled
Try
participant.
now. Try now.
Okay. One second.
yep, I think it'll be able to do it right now.
Yeah. So it can you see the
Yeah.
screen?
It got disappeared, and it's coming, and then it
It
got disappeared.
Yeah, so it gets disappeared. So
Can you
I'll
show
have to
the source code or something like that?
yeah, one second. I have to share again for that, I guess.
Can you share your whole screen? Like the first option will be like desktop or something like that. Desktop one, window one, or something like that. Can
Yeah,
you use that option, please?
Okay. Screen, right?
Yeah.
Just screen. Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
great. Nice.
one second. This thing is coming in the way. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so where
Uh,
exactly have you done that
so
slideshows JavaScript?
JavaScript is here.
Okay, so what you're doing is, okay, why are you mixing JavaScript and jQuery together? That is not a good idea to do it.
This
This
is
is
drop down. The document dot ready function is for drop down.
all
So
right, bro, but it is always better to use jQuery for everything because this one, instead of doing like, you're running a loop and then making all these slides of I to be displayed none. But what you could have done is you could have done dollar of dot my slide space dollar of dot my slides dot hide. It would have hidden everything, right?
okay.
See, you have done a lot of things like see, it is really nice. Okay, I'll do one thing. Stop the screen sharing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly create a slideshow on the screen, so that would be helpful. So this is something
Okay.
related to you. Perfect.
Okay.
Let's do that way. Great.
Okay.
Okay, now let me create share my screen. Okay, this is my screen, right? Yeah, super. So what I'm going to do is let me put it inside this itself. Okay, so let's create a slideshow.html, and I'll just add our basic stuff. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is slideshow, and then what I want is I'll have one CSS file, slideshow.css, and then I will use one script file, which is slideshow.js. And before that, I want jQuery as well. So I'll just copy this jQuery part too. So only thing that I'm using for script is jQuery, nothing else. And these two things are slideshow. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure if I have added the right, you know, uh, so the first thing which I'm adding is my CSS file, which is slideshow.css. Then secondly, I start with adding my jQuery library, and then I'm using the slideshow.js. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a h1 which says slideshow, and then make it. Yeah. For now, I'll just have this. It's the local host. Okay, so slideshow it says, and then what I want to do here is first thing I want to reset everything. Okay, so for everything I'm gonna do font face is open sans, so that alone looks better, and font weight normal, then box sizing border box, um, margin 0, padding 0, list style none. Okay, so if I refresh this one, it's gonna go reset everything. Okay. Also, I'll just put font size as 10 pt so that I'll be able to update it later. Great. Now for body, I don't want anything for body. So for H1, I'm gonna do text align center and line height 1 as well. Then I'll give padding 10 px. So that will show me this way. And let me put the font size a bit bigger. So maybe 1.5, sorry, 2.5. That works. Yep, that works. And let's give a BGC quickly. 333 BB1 solid 000 666 maybe color. Okay, that should look a bit nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is with this being done, uh, what I want is I'll just try putting. Okay, great. Right. The first thing which I wanted to do here is I need to set up the whole slideshows stuff. Okay. So before that, what I want here is let's put slides. Okay. So this is the complete slides. And then inside that, I need at least 5 slides. Okay. So slide star 5. Okay. This is what I'm trying to slide show. Now, the first thing what I'm going to do is I need 5 pictures. Okay. So let me try to get some 5 pictures from online. Images.google.com. So first thing is I'm going to put image size. Let's give 300x 200 or maybe 400x 250. And then I'm just going to put 400x 250 looks kind of crazy. Let's try 500x 250. That looks a bit 500x 300. Yeah, that looks okayish. This is 500x 350 300. Let's try putting all the cats images. Okay, let's select nice cats. This one, this looks cute. This one looks okay. It's a GIF. This one looks cute. Next, this is Pavam in the veterinary doctor thing. One, two, three, four. No, this is not in the right size. Let's find one more thing. Yeah, this one looks cute. Okay, perfect. So everything is 500 by 300. So we won't be getting that issue of sizes. Okay. Someone actually messaged on the chat. What is the difference? I'm lazy for putting one L in the HTML. That's it. HTML is mainly used for most of the places. So I just use HTML. Okay, so let's go on. Let's go to our very own imgur.com. So until today, it is going fine, right? No questions. Everything is good, right? Any questions you have got? Yeah, please message me if there is any questions. Copy image. Good. Copy image. Paste. Good. Copy image. Paste. Good. Copy image. Paste. Good. Nice. So I've got all these 5 images. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open all these 5 images in a new tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is let me get all these images. Okay. So these are the links, right? So I'll cut all these things. Okay, here are these 5 images, image sliders, right? Okay, so images are see. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now if I try to refresh this page, I will be getting the as usual. I've got this one, right? This is what I generally get. So first thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a slide container. Okay, so I'll have everything inside the slide container. The first thing I want to do is slides should be so do you want like an effect, or do you want something like what do you call this? Do you want effect in the sense it should go from left to right, or it should fade out and fade in? Fade out and fade in is easier to do.
I was
Which is
trying to write, but then I was like, I was not finding anything, so I was like, I'll do fade out, fade in. So.
okay. Let's start with fade out and fade in. Okay. There is this. These are the number of slides here. Okay. So before that slide container, right? For slide container. Okay. Before that, what all things that we have actually done so far? So slideshow. Everything is new. Nice. Okay. We'll just get everything uploaded directly. Okay, so for slide container, I'll take the slide container, give a text align center. So that it doesn't look any way better. But for slide, this particular guy, slides, I'm just gonna give display inline block. They will be centered. Okay, perfect. Now what is going to happen is for this slides, I'll give a border on px solid hash ccc overflow hidden, and give a padding of 5 pixel, and let's see how it looks. Okay, that looks like this, right? So for all these uh, for each slide, what I want is I'll do the same thing. Okay, display block will give then display block is already there now, so let's not give that. So let's give this border thing. Let's find out where exactly the spacing is coming from. I couldn't find this. Okay, I gave the spacing as padding. Okay, so I'll give the border radius as also 5px, so that that gets nullified. That looks like a good, nice thing. And then each image, I want it to be border 5 pixels as well. Okay, so if I do this, all these images will have that 5 pixel border as well. Perfect. So for each image also, I'm going to give display block. Perfect. So it looks nicely, perfectly matched, except this particular image. Let's get a different image then. There is some black points here. So kittens, image size 500x 300.
It's
Sorry?
okay, no need to.
Just being overly, you know, yeah, which one? That one is, that's supposed to be UU, that ends with UU. Yep, there you go. So if I try to refresh this one, so everything has this perfect border and other things, right? Okay, so but now we have set up our slideshow, you know, like this part. Okay, now the next thing is before, let's not add any more features to it. So we'll start with everything hidden. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a class name called hidden. At this point, nothing will happen, but inside the slideshow.css, what I would do is slide container slide. Is it going to be slide hidden? Yeah, slide hidden. So dot hidden, it's going to be display none. So if I refresh this, it's going to show this way. And the moment I start my stuff, what I do is I'll remove all the hidden with hide, and then remove class hidden. So I'm no way now. I'm using JavaScript to hide all these things now. So if I inspect this element, everything will have a style display none, because for some reason this needs to be done in the older versions. But anyway, okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show the first slide alone, first slider alone. So I'll just take slides.slide dot first dot show. Okay, whatever happens, I want only the first slide to be shown. Okay, that looks nice. Now at this point of time, let's start with our counter. Okay, var counter equal to we'll start with 1 or 2. Okay, we'll start with 2. Now what I want to do is, first thing is I need to find this slide. Okay, slide dot visible dot fade out. Okay, so once it has faded out, I know this is like a hack job version. I know that this is going to be the counter. So what I'm doing is I need to update, like get the slide, this particular slide to be visible. Okay, so dollar. So already number 1 is visible, right? So that's the reason I have added 2 as the first one. Slide dot nth child of whatever the number in the counter. But here I'm doing counter plus plus, you know, that old technique that we used. Dot fade in. Okay, let's see if this actually works. I refresh the page, it works. Okay, this faded out and the first thing got faded in. Okay, so now what we will do is immediately put this whole thing into a loop. So set interval for every 1 second. Please do the needful. Okay, refresh. Gone, dead. Okay, so we know what is the problem right now. We have already got this experience. So counter plus plus is okay, but what counter plus plus percentage this guy? Okay, slides dot slide. We need to find the length of this number of children. Okay, dollar slides of slide dot length. Okay, still there is a problem that we will be facing. Let's see, because it's going to add the zeros and the stuff, right? Yeah, see, this will happen. Now, again, it stopped actually. I don't know what is happening here. Percentage slides dot slide dot length. Sorry, just give me a second. Let me see what exactly is happening internally. Okay, I'm just going to copy this one and put it like var. Okay, cur slide equal to this cur slide. Okay, CLG displaying cur slide. Okay, let's see what is happening right now. So if you see the console, displaying number 2, displaying number 3, 4, 0, and then it gets stopped, that part, because the visible thing will be going away. Okay, so always what we need to do is let's go make this as 1, and it is actually 1 based 1, right? So what we will do is we'll add a +1 here, okay, to make this whole thing work fine. Now let's refresh. It's gonna say oh my god, nothing is coming. Okay, 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. So now it is going perfectly fine. Let's go to the chats. Okay, so that's one way of doing things. So let's make this into 2500. At least one kitten we need to see at least for a 2.5 seconds. Only then it looks nice. Okay, perfect. Now this works. So this is what is the technique that you need to use. So I'm just gonna cut this whole thing and then put this cur slide instead of cur slide. We'll use that. Boom. If I refresh this one, I hope it works. gone. What I need to do is maybe I need to put this inside this one. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, again 1. Perfect. So that works. The next thing is our you're welcome, Suraj. The next thing is our dots. Okay, if we want to add the dots as well, so I'm just going to put as implemented basic slideshow, and you can actually try this using this one. Wait. So it's going to update it. Okay, we'll think about it later. Okay, before that, let's try to do the current object. Okay, so that is going to be what do you call that one? Buttons, arrows, that current indicator. What do you call that one? Dots.
Dot and arrow.
Breadcrumbs, not breadcrumbs, bro. Breadcrumbs is for this one. Dot, arrow. There should be something specific for it. Let's see revolution slider. They will have a nice naming
Right arrow,
convention.
left arrow.
No, bro, not that one.
Angle brackets are there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you guys. I'm talking about that small dots which come in the bottom. Okay. Slider parts are, I don't know what all things I'm gonna say. Okay, let's go for bx slider. Okay, so I was talking about these things, the small thing. So this is called what? Pager. Okay, we can use pager item. Okay, fine. We'll just use the pagers. Okay, so ul dot pagination. Okay, pager li star. Okay, so I'm just gonna put ul dot pager alone. Okay, so why I am giving here just pager alone, because I don't want people to mess up with this part. Okay, the reason is the moment I load the slideshow, I know how many slides are there. All right, so for that, what I'm going to do is, for every slider, I need to create a pager. So create append jQuery and times. Let's see if we can do append one time of. So they are using the count these dot each. So something like that. I feel this is perfect. This one is really good. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'll tell you how this thing works. Okay. So first thing is I want to know this is the thing, right? So this is the ul class pager. So I want pager to be appended with, so the number of items that I've got. So slides dot slide dot length dot join. What I'm going to do is I'm going to join them with these many things. So I guess I need to use a +1 here, I believe. +1 because this is going to give me like this array is going to give me this one. Okay, I'll just show you how it looks. Instead of this, I'm going to give li, just a normal li tag. Okay, so I'm just going to save this. We'll see if I refresh this page, I should be having inside this ul class pager 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 elements. Perfect. So this is what I was expecting to do, and that worked. And the same way, like how sliders dot slide dot first dot show is there now. So the same way I want, first let's try to style this pager as well. Okay. So if I go back to our slideshow.js, let's save this. Slide container dot pager li. What I want it to do is it needs to have width as 10, height as 10, border 1px solid hash ccc and bgc. Let's have it as for now 000. Let's see how it looks now. Okay, it shows this way. Okay, border radius 100%. It's gonna show it as round. Okay, great. Now what I want is pager. This guy needs to have text align center display block. Okay, so this way it doesn't do anything. But pager li, right? I want it to be display inline block. So it's gonna go to the center. And this one, let's give us padding 10 pixels. So it gives some space. And for this one, let's give margin 15 pixels. Will it be too much? Yeah, it is too much. So left and right, we need only 5 pixels. So let's give 5 pixels on the left and right. Okay, that seems to be a bit okay. Let's leave it this way. And now, or else we can make it as 2 pixels as well. So 5 pixels seems to be good. Okay, now at this point of time, everything shows this way. And I want some padding here as well. Padding 5 pixels maybe. Okay, padding 5 pixels. Nah, yo, this doesn't look good. I was actually thinking of doing something like, right. So background color, right? Let's leave it transparent for now, so that you get like all hollow items. Okay. So once this li is active, has an active class, then background color we will put 000. Okay. Right. So now what happens is every time this moves, along with it, this li should also move. This is what is our idea. So what we will do now is, once this is done, this first dot show we did right for the slider. The same way dot pager li. I guess I should remove this one. Pager li dot first dot add class as active. If I refresh it, the first one gets added as active class. But when it moves on, it needs to remove the class and add this one. Okay, so what we need to do is dot nth child. Oops, I can't put this way, right? Yeah. So I need to put colon. So this whole thing, I'm just gonna put it as var cur slide. We don't need this cur slide anymore. Okay, so cur slide I'll copy, put this cur slide here. This whole thing needs to come to this one as well. If I refresh this, okay, so it is actually going through the path. It needs to be removed as well. So dollar dot active dot remove class active. Boom. Okay, that works. It's gonna go from one thing to another. So like that it goes. Let's see how long it goes. Is it going to the wrapping thing? Boom, there you go. That's done. So this is a basic dead basic implementation of this one. We can't use toggle because we need to have one particular something that needs to control everything. So that's the reason we can't use toggle. Bullets, man, bullets. That is what exactly I wanted to have. Okay, bullets. Let's make everything into bullets. Actually, pager is fine. It's bullets, but yeah, actually I was looking for that bullets word. Nice. So added bulleted pager. Okay, so that's been done. Boom. So the next thing is the arrow up and down. I guess that would be a more of like a complex thing. So let's not use the arrow up and down. Okay, so yeah, so there you go. We have done this. Now the reason why I have done a few things, like for example, I gave this one as an empty one and those kind of things, because let's say I'm removing this image completely. If I refresh this page, look at this, the bullets are also 4. If I add one more, look, bullets are 5. If I add 2 more, look, bullets are a lot. So what I want to do is I want to do only the ones only one place I want to update. So for example, in this image part, I wanted to update. And then based on that image updations, these things will automatically update. And with that being said, we can also do some more animations here. Okay, what I'm going to do now is, I know this will be very crap, but still I'm going to do transition will put. Let's see what happens. Nice. Gives us a nice smooth effect. So we can give this same transition here as well. There you go. That's done. I think this is required now. Yep, works. If I try to put 5 seconds, I don't know what crazy thing is going to happen now. All right, so we just added a transition for this. We can use transition in image. Unfortunately, display cannot use a transition, so that's not possible. One thing which we can do is using opacity and position absolute. Let's not do it. It's going to be very crazy. Not a good idea. So that's why. Okay, so that was helpful, I guess, for today's. We had a solid content for today. Nice. So this is also responsive as well. All we need to do is give a max width of 100% for this guy, this slide image. Hey, by the way, I was expecting someone to tag me on these things and do something. Not a single person actually tagged. Anyone posted these things, like taking a screenshot of all whatever we did and putting it on LinkedIn? Did anyone do that? What is this whole thing? Not LinkedIn. Hey, max height and all we don't want. No. You don't want to put this into the whole screen. But yeah, VH, it is always better to avoid VH because not every browser will support it. I was actually planning to do the margin part. Like, look at this. This is so close. So where exactly is this margin thing coming up? I guess it's the slide container. So this margin should actually match the heading one margin. So there should be a margin bottom of 15 pixels, right? So M15 we will put, and this also will put as M0015. So now it looks good. Cool, that worked. Anything else that you wanna look for, like? Okay, with whatever time that we have, we will try to implement one more thing, which is the Ajax part. Yes, Ajax part we will try to do. So what I'm going to do now is, so for Ajax thing, we need some kind of an API. Okay, free COVID API we'll do. Not a good place to start, but okay, something is better. Ajax.html add, and so all these slideshow will be like Ajax.css and Ajax.js. So Ajax. And let's go back to our Ajax.css. For JS now, we'll just put Ajax.js. Nice. So for Ajax, what we'll do is let's go to localhost. Boom. Let's use an Ajax demo or something like that. So let's do two things here. Okay. So we'll have two things where one will be a form submit and another will be a normal Ajax call. Okay. So for both of the things, we will use GitHub API. GitHub, there is an API is there. COVID and all, let's not do it because there might be a possibility that they might rate limit. Free API only they have given. And it is rate limited. Yes, exactly. So that's okay, fine. We're okay with this thing. So I mean, this one would be like a bit complicated. Let's leave this. Let's go with the GitHub REST API. Users. This requires authentication. Okay. Public information. Get a user. So users / username. Okay, this doesn't require an authentication. Users / Praveen Science maybe. Okay, great. It works. So it shows all my details. Okay. So this is a public API and there seems to be some kind of rate limiting as well, I believe. So if you go to the network and refresh this one, obviously it shows us the same thing, but here is where the main catch is. See, rate limit is 60. Out of it, you have got 57. The rate limit will be resetted at this point of time. So we try to put something like new date, this one. Interesting. Date, this one. Yeah. So the rate limiting will be getting removed at 38. So which means every 1 minute, for every 1 minute you have 60. So it is exactly one request per second. That is the rate limit at which they are limiting this whole thing. That's perfect. That is perfectly fine. So what we can do now is we will try to give something like a form. Okay. So there is a form action. We don't need to give any actions here. And then let's give a simple div that has an like form element, like form control we'll give, and then we'll give an input. So type text placeholder, enter GitHub username, ID, username. Okay, that's all I have done. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now is I need to have another form control. Or else form action will put action. You'll have an input type submit value get info, like that we'll put. So if we refresh this page, Ajax demo will put. Okay, it's going to show simply like enter GitHub username, get info. That's it is there. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is for the CSS part, let's make it a bit different. Form will put like text align center or max width 300 px. Text align center we will put text align center and margin 10 px auto. So if I put like this, it's gonna come in the middle. Okay. So every form has this form control, right? Like form control, and form control has the input. For this input, what I want is border 1bx solid hash ccc. That looks okay. Then let's give a padding of 10 pixels. Would it be so much? Yep. Let's make it as padding 5 pixels. And let's give like nice border radius. 5px again. So that looks like nicely like this. Okay. Now this form control is there, right? Let's give some margin bottom of 10 pixels. So it has some space. Great. Now we'll go with the form action and form action input. I don't think we need anything in the form action really. So form action input alone, what we'll do is border 1px solid needs to be something really nice. So let's try using CCF. We'll make it as 2 pixels, padding 10 pixels, background color. Okay, CCF we will give here, 99F we will give here. That looks okayishly not bad. So one thing which I wanted to tell us, like if you see here, we are actually copying both padding here and here as 5 pixels, right? Instead of this, what we can do is form dot input. Excuse me. We can give padding 5 pixels commonly. Boom, that works. Now for this guy, we can give a cursor pointer and font weight also we can make it as 600. So it looks good. Border radius again, we have got this border radius again, so we can put this into the input part. Boom. Now this one can also be made as somewhat slightly lighter color. With this thing done, for this hover, we can add a BGC of the border color, which is 99F. Okay, so now we have got this particular thing done. Okay, so clicking on get info needs to do something. In this thing, it is input type submit. Okay, so whatever you enter here, hello, and press enter, it's going to submit the whole page, right? So at this point of time, what we need to do is we need to prevent this submission. So what we will be doing is, let's go here, $form.submit function. Once the event is created here, let's do prevent default. And then type in alert the whatever that you have typed here. So this is the ID username, right? $hash username dot value that dot val. So if I put something like hello and press enter, it's gonna tell me hello. Put Praveen Science and press enter, it's gonna say Praveen Science. Okay, so that's working. Also, if I click on this one, it does the same thing. So it works. So this is the username that we need to use. Okay, our username equal to username. Okay, so that's something which we need to use. Not only that, if we want to kind of like make this call to this particular API, this is what is we need to use. So $.get JSON is a function in jQuery which tries to get a JSON value. We'll just try to use the username, and it is a asynchronous call, right? So any asynchronous call, what it does is it needs to have a callback function. So second parameter, we'll give a function with a response. So the moment I get this response here, alert, it's a JSON, right? So I'm just need to use JSON.stringify. Res. Okay, so what happens here is, can just a few of you add your GitHub username? So I'm gonna put mine now. Boom, I've got login Praveen signs. All these things are coming. Type user site admin is false. Can I get my user full name, like my full name of the user? Wow. Okay, doesn't work. So let me try to use the talking tech one. Talking tech, everything is coming, but for some reason, why is my name is actually here? Okay, so what we will do is, hello rest.name. Okay, I'm just doing it in a different way. Okay, if I refresh this page, let's try with others username. So Pravi hello Pravinus, strict rocks. Hey Pratyush, Neil Raval hacker. Hello Neil Raval. Kanksha Goel 06. Hello Nalla. Nice. I guess that's a wrong username, I guess. Oh, name is null. You haven't set your name at all. Yes, Akanksha, you haven't set your name at all. So make sure you are setting your name correctly. Hey, Praveen, already your name has been checked, man. Let's try with Pradyumna. Doesn't work. Is it Pradyuman? What's happening here? Status of 404. Your username doesn't exist, man. Not found. Mhm. Error 404 is this page not found, or something is not found. Again, Yo-Yo Nitrous doesn't have a name. So what I can do is, if not rest.name, that you are not to be named else. Okay, let's try this again. You are not to be named. Bhairava. Hey Ajay Bhairava. Pravinus, that's fine. Akanksha Goyal will also have like you are not to be named. Boom. There you go. 404 is not found. So that particular user is not found. And that's the reason 404 has a error message it is coming. This particular user is not existing, something like that. Okay. Great. So that's a good example of Ajax, just a starting thing. I'll just give a more in detailed example. So once this is done, what we can do is we can say, instead of putting it in an Ajax call, we can give like dot response. So here, what we will do is dollar dot sorry. So we saw all these if and else conditions, right? Now we will be doing a ternary operator thing. So if the rest dot name is set, then we will put this, else we'll put you're not to be named. Okay. And here, Akanksha has said the name again. Okay, you're not to be named. I missed this one. Okay, great, nice. So if I save this one and refresh the same page again, let's try this one. Nothing actually works out. Rest the, oh, I forgot to add this one. Okay, let me empty cache and hard reload. Yeah, thanks Akansha. Let's try yo-yo nitrous again. Interesting. This works actually. Sorry. I totally forgot. So I did the HTML dot HTML I have done. Then I need to do dot fade in. This thing I need to do. I forgot. Okay. So if we refresh, paste, do this, you're not to be named. Okay. So this one is not actually coming here. So I'll just put the response inside this. Boom. That works. So for response alone, what we will do is let's try this. Okay. It looks like this now. Okay, initially what we need to do is we need to have this one hidden. Boom. Is it not working? Dot response dot hide. It's the response, right? Yeah. Okay, let's try this. Okay, interesting. Right, I know why. Or maybe I don't. Okay, let's do something. Let's try Praveen Science. Okay, that works. Why is it not getting hidden now? Dot hide I gave. Fade out will give. Nothing works. I know why. This is inside this one. Okay, now it is here. So we'll try putting in Praveen Science. Hello, Praveen, Kumar says. Okay, let's check out other one. Pradyumna Arora. Boom. Everything works, but this thing is not really strong. So maybe this because of this one. So for strong, what I'm going to do is font weight 500, no, 600. Refresh. Let's try Rakesh Kumar 7, like Yo-Yo Nitrous. Hey, you are not named nameless fellow. Okay, let's try my name again. Boom. Hello, Praveen Kumar. This is exactly what happens when you use Ajax. So if you see here, a lot of times this particular endpoint is being called and you get all these things. And based on that, you're also getting the information here. This is one simple basic implementation of Ajax. So what you're trying to do here is the moment when the form is submitted, you're preventing the default event of form, which is actually refreshing the page. Once that is done, the next thing is you're trying to get the username's value. Whatever you have typed into that input box, you're trying to get. And after that, I need to hide the res div irrespective of whether it is visible or not. And then I'm running a function like get this JSON from this particular URL. This particular URL is built based on your username. So once that is done, I get a response, and this response will have a few things. For example, the one which comes from GitHub may or may not contain the name. So we will look into the name. If the name is set, we are going to say hello and the name, and we, if not, we are going to say you are not to be named. That's it. So this is what we did. So Ajax demo completed. Any questions? Okay, Niranjan Kumar, what is your URL? Sorry, what is your, okay, it's Yo-Yo Nitros again, right? So let's refresh this page. Boom. Hello, Niranjan Kumar. That's done. Okay, super. So I hope this was interesting. And any other questions? So everything is being updated. So the last thing is the Ajax demo. If I refresh this page, boom, 37 seconds ago, Ajax demo is also there. So if we try to do here online.github.io and ajax.htm, there you go. That's there. Hey, by the way, how many of you will be interested in the other webinar? So what I was planning to say is today I've got two upcoming live webinars. So there's one coming up tomorrow. So don't forget, check it out. And I'm just gonna send the link. Please go ahead, press the thumbs up, and set reminders as well. It's live in 14 hours. So from now, in 14 hours, you'll be able to attend the webinar. Okay. Portfolio hosting Heroku is good unless and until if you have any kind of a backend, then it is completely fine. That is the best thing for going on for that. But if you don't have any backend things, then it is not useful. It would be an overkill. Any other things? How was the session today, Neil?
It was good and long. I mean, I was also doing a lot of stuff while learning what you were teaching. I mean, it was fun.
Thanks, man.
Um, Someone is asking for permission to leave. Okay, this is something new I'm seeing.
Chinmay, have a
Yeah.
nice day. And yeah, I'm going to ask permission from you all to leave as well, because there is the shop is gonna go closed, and within 20 minutes I need to go get some food as well. So there is nothing in my house. So I'm gonna go buy. So this is the form implementation that we did. It has been updated in GitHub repository. If you need the repository once again, it's here. Don't forget to go and click on the star button, which might be nice. It's like button for our portfolio. How do we know about our upcoming webinars? Yeah, I'm just gonna give the YouTube URL again. So Pranav, go to the YouTube URL, press the subscribe button and bell icon. Thank you. And then you will definitely get notified once this upcoming live streams are coming up. So this is going to be in 14 hours. So go ahead. In tomorrow early morning, I'll be waking up and doing something. Yes, so that's going to be interesting tomorrow. So don't miss that. There is one more also. See, YouTube live sessions are all saved in the same URL. So in case if you are missing that also, please you can open the same thing, and then after that it will be available. But the only thing is you can't go ahead and chat directly like with me. So you might have some questions, right? So you can't use the chat part. That is the only disadvantage with YouTube live streams. Like if you are attending the YouTube live streams after the live stream has been gone. And one more thing which I wanted to say is, if you go here and click on the videos and then click on upcoming live streams, there will be two actually. I don't understand why there is only one, because I did have two of them. Um, Past live streams maybe. No, actually I couldn't find them. Okay, I'll try to find out where exactly that went, and then I'll update it as well. So I was planning to do two things. So this is the other one. It is going to be like something like very much interesting on this one. So this is more into React JS. You are creating a business card with React JS. So that's coming soon. I haven't set the time. So once I get a clear idea when I will be doing this, I'll let you guys know. All right. Any other
Yes.
questions? Yeah.
I don't think anybody has any questions right now, but
Super Neil.
yeah. So thanks a lot, Praveen, for this entire week of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and in the end, Ajax as well.
Mhm.
It was a lot of fun.
I was able to at least come like complete everything.
Yeah, I mean that. I mean, in the first initial days, we went a little slow, but yeah, I think we covered up everything towards the
And
end, and that was I think that was the best thing that we could do. Yeah,
awesome.
so we'll be passing on the
Yeah,
feedback to you as well.
That would be
Yeah,
really helpful.
yeah,
Thanks, man.
we'll take the feedback after a
yes.
while. We have the form ready. We'll put the feedback, and I'll compile all the feedback and I'll shoot it to you on WhatsApp.
Awesome, man. That would be really helpful.
Yes.
So
So
anyone who would like to contact me, stay in touch. You also have my phone number. What else you want? So
yes.
I'll be always available in WhatsApp. So if Neil says okay, he will add me in the WhatsApp group as well.
We are just for you just to inform you, after the event was over, we'll be dissolving all the WhatsApp groups.
Oh,
We just make events. We just make WhatsApp groups for the events. But I guess the like so the people whom you gave your number on the first day still have it. So if those people somehow want
hey,
to
even if you
contact you
don't
back,
have the number, if you go to praveen.science, you will get my number. As simple as that.
yeah, actually, you can go to Sir's website and you can check it out over there as well. Yes.
Nice. That
On
was really
behalf of
helpful. And
students also, yeah, like I'd like to thank you, Praveen. Like we're getting such good responses from students as well. They're also enjoying and learning in the process. All thanks to
I'm
you.
I'm I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, yeah, I'm just looking at the chat screen. Chat
Like we are
windows
getting
as
requests like add Praveen to Discord, add him to the.
yeah.
We're getting
Why not
requests like that.
Discord? Discord should be fine, right? Even Discord
Yeah.
is not a good idea, is it?
No, Discord is fine. I can add you to a Discord server. Anyways, I have your contact on Discord. I'll get you added in a Discord server. I don't use Discord, so I don't know how to add you in a Discord server.
Same thing.
But I'll I think Eddie is the only one
I'll
who
just
knows.
share the server link. Yeah, I'll send you the invite, server invite.
Awesome, man.
I think we can do that, Ansh.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll shoot off because I need to go and quickly I need to get something sorted for my lunch and dinner. Yeah, I haven't had my lunch yet. So that's another crazy situation being in the UK. I mean, just being more workaholic or like devaholic, whatever you say.
I think devaholic sounds better because workaholic is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
much good.
Devaholic is the right word to use, I guess. Yeah,
At least for us developers.
nice. Okay, guys, I'm shooting off. Neil, later on, please send me the links of the YouTube videos as well. It will be very helpful for me to refer it back. Ta-da.
Or you want okay, I'll compile all the important links that we're going to send in the group and I'll send all of them to you.
Pakka. See you then. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Praveen.
Thanks a lot.
Goodbye.
Thanks, man.
Bye. Yes. So, guys, any feedback, suggestions you would like to give right now, you can shoot it out on by, unmuting yourself. That thing will be done.
Okay,
Pratham,
someone is asking how to host a website.
we'll do one thing. We'll post a video about that on the WhatsApp group because it's too late for us to stay in the Zoom meeting right now. We'll post that out on the WhatsApp group. And still, if you have any doubts, the best thing you can do is you can, save. It's okay, Pratham. You can save any of the admin's number and you can ask him. And if that person not able to do, he'll definitely be able to redirect you very peacefully. Yes, so I think that's all for now, guys. So have fun,
And
keep hacking.
we'll be sharing important links with you, and a
Yes,
feedback form will also be provided. Kindly have some time, take out some time to fill it. It will mean a lot to us. So that's all. Signing off.
yes, yes.
Take
Thanks a
care.
lot,
Bye bye.
guys.
See you in
Bye.
another workshop.
Soon.
Bye.
Bye. चल मैं एंड कर रहा हूँ.